guys, and welcome back to Love Tangle. Let's see if we can pass the checkpoint. I think I have enough points now. Fantastic! Ryan and Cody, main story, chapter 4. The following day, I make it to work and start another busy day, running around until my break at 2 o'clock. A cup of instant coffee provides my tired body a meager measure of comfort. Phew. We may have found 4 possible sources of antibodies, but that still leaves us with 60,000 of tests to run. Oh my gosh. In light of the daunting task ahead, I check my calendar. Oh, that's right. Today's the day I promised to meet Cody sometime in the evening. I was hoping you might be able to help me with getting some practice in on my acting. How about the day after tomorrow, when I return from work? Sounds good. Make sure you're ready to read lines. Our conversation flashes through my head. I hate to break my promise, but I sure would like to get some research in. I continue flipping through the calendar, trying to imagine how I'll fit all 60,000 tests in. Just then, Timo arrives at the lab. Morning, Timo. What's with the calendar? Planning something? No, I'm not planning anything, just trying to visualize the schedule for all 60,000 tests that need running. Trying to schedule is admirable, but it's more important to improve your efficiency. You've got a point there. I'll have to remember that. I finish my coffee and turn back to my computer to look over the test data. The sun has long since gone down by the time I leave work. Oh my gosh, is she totally gonna skip out on Cody? Wow, it's late. I have to hurry home if I'm gonna meet Cody on time. In my haste, I manage to spill my bag. I kneel down and begin to pick up the scattered contents. You can be awfully clumsy sometimes. I recognize that voice. Cody's here! I glance up to find Cody standing there. Cody, what are you doing here? Cody squats down and picks up the mirror and handkerchief lying at his feet. Don't tell me he came to walk me home. I watch him, waiting for a response. It's broken. Huh? Oh, thanks. He hands me the mirror. Without thinking, I grab hold of it, touching the broken surface. Ow! A shard of glass cuts into my index finger. Hey, be careful. Cody disgustedly takes my finger and puts the tip in his mouth. When he sees my surprise, he removes it again and presses the handkerchief to the cut. It was getting late, so I decided to come meet you. Thanks, Cody. We both stand up at the same time. Cody suggests a slightly circuitous route home, and we find ourselves walking through Central Park. Does your finger hurt? No, it's fine. I'm sorry it's so late, Cody. I was hoping to help you with your script. Before I can finish, Cody takes off running across the grass. Cody, I'm trying to apologize to you. I'm still trying to loudly protest when Cody turns and smiles at me. You apologize too much, Kayla. Now he's trying to be nice. My heart fills with appreciation when I hear him say that. I catch up with Cody and walk alongside him. When I stretch out my arms in the night breeze, he does the same. You're just like the leopards at the Institute. He seems so carefree with his long arms stretched out towards the stars. Leopards? Last time I checked I was human. I know that. Still, it's what you remind me of. I'm glad he's in a good mood. I wonder why he was so prickly yesterday. Last night suddenly pops into my mind. Ryan had asked Cody to tease so that he could give him the chocolates he had bought and apologize to him. What's wrong? Realizing I couldn't betray Ryan's intentions, I simply shake my head sideways at Cody's questions. When I don't say anything, Cody leans closer and looks into my eyes. I know what it is you're not telling me. You do? I begin to wonder if I heard him correctly. Did he figure out what Ryan was up to? You're dating my brother, right? What? I stare at Cody in surprise. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? You two make a great couple. You got my support. Hold it, Cody. Whatever gave you that idea? Cody's remark leaves me completely confused. I manage to clear up Cody's misunderstanding, and the two of us head to the bar where Ryan works. Ryan looks happy to see us. Cody, however, continues to sulk, making me uneasy. You should have just told me you were dating. Ryan, there's no way I could say that. Cody is slumped over the bar and shows no sign of cheering up. Come on, Cody, aren't you at least excited to hear Kayla's still single? I can tell Ryan's enjoying teasing his brother. Cody, you realize I came here for work, right? I can't imagine I'd be dating anytime soon. I place my hand on Cody's shoulder as I explain to him. At least tell us what you're so upset about. Cody abruptly lifts his head and stares at me. Now you just listen. What makes you think I'm a... Kayla, I'm sure Cody's just angry at himself. About what? Ryan, you better be quiet. Ryan sets an orange-colored cocktail down on the counter in front of me. One El Presidente, like flowers, cocktails have a certain symbolism. This particular cocktail represents pride, just like the meager pride Cody seems to be fighting with. Like heck I am! I begin to relax as I watch the brothers squabble. Suddenly, Ryan reaches out and takes my hand, or Cody turns and grabs hold of my hand. Obviously, we want the Cody one. Suddenly, Cody turns and grabs hold of my hand. What are you doing? Kayla, I was honestly glad for you two when I thought you were dating. However, it left me feeling less than happy. In fact, it still makes me uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Some feelings are impossible to explain in words. I sympathize with Cody as I watch him struggle with his. What are you smiling for? I'm not smiling. Ryan suddenly bursts out laughing as he stands there watching the two of us. Oh yes, look how high we are with Cody. Awesome. When Ryan's laughter finally subsides, he turns to look at me. Kayla, you and Cody should go out. Huh? What are you thinking, Ryan? You're trying to tease me again, aren't you? Well, my answer is that I'm not going to date either of you. Ryan gives his brother a disappointed look. Seems we've both been turned down. Can we stop talking about this? Fix me a drink, Ryan. Yes, sir. It lifts my spirits to see the two of them behaving normally to each other. Why do I find this so gratifying? I remember what Ryan had told me the other night. Cody is still convinced I abandoned my dream for his sake. I am happy with where I am now. I'd rather be around to back up Cody's dream. The reason for my happiness suddenly dawns on me. Seeing how well they get along as brothers reassures me that they'll be able to work out their differences. My thoughts are interrupted as Ryan begins mixing something in a shaker behind the counter. The rhythmical sound of the ice and metal seems to fade into the distance. I find myself intently focused on Ryan. He looks so handsome performing his job. Why does she have such an inclination towards Ryan when I'm picking all the Cody answers? Just then, I hear a sigh from the group of women behind me. Wow, look at him! That's Ryan Gray, and sitting at the counter is Cody Gray, the actor. When they noticed Cody's presence, they began to murmur back and forth. I keep forgetting how famous these two are. Ryan leans toward me, resting his elbows on the counter. He seems to be hiding from the women. Don't worry, they come rushing over like the girls at the airport. Ryan's comment makes Cody smile. He hands Cody a pale orange-colored cocktail, which he calls a September morn. So, what does this drink symbolize? Cody asks as he takes his first sip. Where does your heart lie? Although the meaning of it is a bit different since it's coming from me. Is Ryan trying to say he wants to know what Cody's thinking? Cody, are you okay? Cody abruptly chokes on his drink as Ryan's comment starts to sink in. As I begin patting him on the back, Ryan is called away by another customer further down the counter. Eventually, Ryan finishes work and the three of us head home together. Ah, this breeze of the ocean feels so good. The pleasant breeze helps clear my head after the drinks. There goes Cody, stretching out his arms again. Suddenly, he catches my eye. You were thinking that I look like a leopard again just now, weren't you? Yep. Cody look like a leopard? I would never have thought that. He's more like a house cat. A cat? What makes you say that? What? A cat? Being a leopard is 10 times better than being a cat. Hold on a second. That doesn't sound right. You should view every creature on Earth equally. Maybe so, but you don't think leopards are cool? Kayla's got a point. Cody, I called you a cat because you always curl up in your sleep like one. You reminded me of a cat ever since we were kids. Cody curls up in his sleep? I stare at Cody and try to imagine Ryan's description. Whatever. Who cares how I sleep? Cody, you and I are the same. I curl up when I sleep too. Oh, you do? Ryan suddenly grows quiet and stares thoughtfully at me and Cody. The three of us continue chatting as we walk along the edge of the bay. I had no idea you were Kayla's previous engagement. You didn't? I shake my head sideways at Ryan. Cody asked me yesterday morning if I would help him with his script, but you and I were going out later that night. I never got a chance to explain it to Cody. And that's when you were so upset, Cody. I wasn't upset, I will admit. Maybe I was a bit disappointed when I imagined the three of us wouldn't be able to hang out together like we have so far. Ryan and I both look at each other and begin to smile. Don't laugh. Cody in turn starts to pout. When I see that, I lean toward Cody and peer into his eyes. I like hanging out with the two of you. See? You know what I'm talking about. Cody's pout vanishes and a smile returns on his face. Cody, want to grab another drink when we get home? Cody looks at his brother in surprise and nods enthusiastically. I had fun tonight. Thanks for coming to meet me, Cody. Wait, you're gonna join us in our room, aren't you, Kayla? I don't know, it's getting late though. At least stop by and have a couple of chocolates. I bought some for you too last night. Well, I don't have to work until noon tomorrow. Still, doesn't Ryan want to sit down and talk with his brother? I glance over at Ryan and he smiles back at me. I decided to join the two brothers. It's already midnight by the time we arrive at their room. They urge me to have a seat on the sofa, and the two of them continue to talk as they disappear into the kitchen. Cody soon returns with 3 wine glasses and sets them on the coffee table. Ryan's gonna fix us a snack. That's right, we haven't had dinner yet, have we? Oh, you're right, it completely slipped my mind. Is there anything I can help with? Ryan's timing is impeccable, and he calls out from the kitchen just as I stand up. Don't you move a muscle, Kayla. You heard him, go ahead and have a seat. Cody places his hand on my shoulder and urges me to plop back down onto the sofa. Perhaps I shouldn't have come after all. I'm thinking clearly again now that the earlier drinks are out of my system. My mind begins to race as I watch Cody head back into the kitchen to help his brother. Ryan isn't planning to apologize, he's hoping to change Cody's mind. Is it really a good idea for me to be present during their conversation? What's wrong? Women aren't allowed to frown like that around here. Before I realize it, Ryan has returned, carrying the food, and he points his finger toward my brow. Oh, sorry. I reflexively reach up to cover my forehead. Don't tell me you're worried about being here right now. How did you guess that? Ryan pauses to think for a moment, then quietly replies, Perhaps I am beginning to understand you. Huh? What did he just say? Not again. Okay guys, well, whenever I get enough points, I will make the next episode, and thank you for watching.